J. QBasic fools. Oh, hey there, fellow wackadoos. Hello again, and welcome back to, what's this, 28 now? QBA28? Yeah, QBA28. Chain, the QBasic fools. That's us. So, well, what are we doing this time? Let's take a peek here, alright? Alright, hang on a second. Alright, well, here we are, episode 28, and this is episode QBA28.base, chain of QBasic fools. Now, if you haven't guessed already, chain, we're looking at the QBasic chain command. What that's all about, what it does. And we got a blurb here. We'll read this quick. It says this program demonstrates the use of the chain and common statements. It requires a secondary file, in this case QBA28.qll, stands for QBasic linked library, which will be executed or chained to from this program using the chain statement. Chain statement is similar to the run statement. However, chain allows parameters to be passed between the two active programs, whereas run does not. Also, chain keeps the original program and any support files that it may require open, while run immediately closes any open files, including the original program which issues the command. The advantage of run is that it allows the secondary program to begin execution at a specific line number, or label, such that a given function or subroutine may be executed upon command. The chain statement requires a file name to identify the specific file to be executed by the statement, and this may be in the form of a literal or a string variable. Let's take a look at some examples here. Examples: chain myprogram.base, the file name equals progman.base or myprog.base chain file. So you can either put the literal in there, myprog.base, or you can set a variable called file name, set that to myprog.base, and then chain file name. Now, the common statement defines any parameters which will be passed back and forth between the two active programs, and it must be included in both the original and secondary program files, along with any associated variable names. This statement must be issued before a chain statement is called to identify all parameters required by the two programs. So what the heck nonsense am I talking about? Well, let's just run this piglet and we'll see what happens. Yeah. Okay, so we start hit run, boom, there we go. And if you see, we got all these random words. I have no idea what they mean. Random words up on screen here. But oh, what's this here? We got attention all planets of the Solar Federation. You got a message box here. Attention all planets of the Solar Federation. Okay, click spacebar here. Boom. Oh, we have assumed control. Okay. Now what? Oh, format hard drive. All files will be lost. All right. Hard drive wiped. You're screwed, loser. Okay. All right. Now I'm just kidding. Didn't actually wipe anything. It's just an example. We'll run this again and again. All these random words. Who knows what they mean? They're just words. Who knows where they come from? But oh, look there. A message pops up. Attention, all planets of the Solar Federation. Okay. We have assumed control. Another message box. Okay. Let's see. Now here we got format hard drive. All files will be lost. And this time, not just okay, we also have cancel. So we'll hit C for cancel. And oh, look at there. Operation aborted. Wise choice. Okay. So that's all it does. Nothing real fancy, but just the whole point is run this again, and you'll see now this is QBA28.base that's running, and when this little message pops up, see it's QBA28QLL. What happened, the basic program ran, filled the screen, and then called this message box, which is running from QBA28.qll. So we click OK. Back to the basic program, and now this message box comes up again, running from .qll or QBasic link library, and same thing again here. Message okay, we'll cancel that. Boom, and operation aborted. Wise choice. Okay, there you have it. So let's just take a look here. We get past the blurb, look at the first program. The initialization is easy enough here. We just set common. Now these are the variables that we're sharing between the two programs. We've got comspect, that's the program that initially calls the library, which QBA.28.base. Comspec, we got the message text, option, opt, stage, and status. Now comspec equals QBA28.base. See, it's set right there. Now we select case stage, stage starts out as 0. So in case 0, we go to the first message. Now the next time we called, stage is now 1, and go to second message, third message, fourth message. And in case 4, clear screen and system, that's it. So the main program just calls the QLL, the QBasic library. The main program just calls QLL the QBasic linked library, QBA28.QLL, to show the message boxes in the middle of the screen. Here are our subroutines. We got our first message, go subdo screen, that prints all the text on the screen, sleep for 4 seconds. Message text, attention all planets of the solar formation. Option 1, that means it just has the OK button. See here, opt 2, that means it's got the OK button and the cancel button. We'll get to that. But anyway, so we set our message text to attention all planets of the solar federation. Option equals 1. Now we chain to QBA.QLL, the linked library. That's what pops up that little screen there. And we'll look at that code after we check this out here. Then afterward, it goes back to QBA.base, the main program. The second message is go subdo screen. We do the screen again to put all the text on there. Now the message text is we have assumed control. Option 1 for just one button. Chain QBA28.DLL. Now here's the third message. This one's different. Go subdo screen to make up the screen. Message text equals format hard drive, all files will be lost. Now option equals 2, and instead of just OK, we've got OK and cancel. So we set that up, and now we call it chain to QBA28.QLL. Fourth message is, now here we go subdo screen. If status equals 1, now status is set by the QLL program, depending which key you press, if C or anything else. So if status equals 1, then message text equals operation aborted, wise choice, option equals 1, else message text equals hard drive wiped, you're screwed, loser, option equals 1, and if, and then chain QBA28 QLL. Now here, of course, is a do screen. No big deal. It's just it clears the screen, sets the color for Z equals 1 to 15, prints this text just down the screen, and then it locates here up the top. It prints QBA28.base so you can see what's running, whether it's the base file or the linked library. So that's all there is for this program. Now, as you can see, it repeatedly chains to QBA28.QLL. Let's take a look at that. File open. Just do all that QLL, be quicker, right there, boom. So QBA28.QL. In this case, it must be called by the ComSpec file, which is QBA28.base. Chain of QBasic Fools, copyleft 2024 by Dr. Doodle. This program serves as a linked library file. It must be executed from another program via the chain statement, as we just saw, and should not be executed directly. It requires the following parameters. The parameter and the purpose. ComSpec identifies the program which calls this file. Message is the text to be displayed in the message box. Option, or opt, determines which buttons are to be displayed and accepts the following values. 1 is the OK button. 2 is cancel and OK buttons. Now status, this indicates whether the user chose OK or cancel. 0 equals OK and 1 equals cancel. So we initialize the program, comment, ComSpec, message text, opt, stage, and status. Now if you notice, these are the same variables that are in QBA28.base. So this line is in both programs to show the two separate programs, what variables are shared between the two. So you can send data from the original program to this linked library or back. Now if we look here, main program, this is a bit lengthy, but if message is less than 12, then message length equals 12. So what it does, it looks at, message length is set to length of the message text. And if it's less than 12, then message length is set to 12. So your minimum is 12 characters. That way your box won't be, tiny little thing. And the column equals 36 minus message length divided by 2. Basically, all we're doing is looking at the length of the message text and making the box wider or narrower as necessary. So, for x equals 1 to message length plus 2, first of all, we print the top corner here, and then we print the message, and then they print however many of these things. Then so we print this top left corner. We print these little spaces here, however many corresponds to the message length. Then we print the top right corner. Boom, boom, boom. That's the top line of the box. Next, we locate space. These are how many spaces we put in there to space out the box, again, to make it the right size. Finally, we go to for 1x equals message length. Next, x prints. Okay, select case option. And if case equals 1, then it's just the OK button. If case equals 2, we got OK and cancel, as I mentioned earlier. Locate column plus 4 print message text. Now, I know this is kind of confusing with all the numbers and everything, but like I say, when you download this code and look at it, tweak it, make it column plus 5 or column minus 2, whatever. Change the size of it. You'll see how it changes, why it is the way it is. Now, stage equals stage plus 1, so we start at stage 0, which is the very first time it calls, and then stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, etc. We set the color appropriately, and this is where it prints QBA28.QLL up here in the top right, so you can see that it's actually running. Now, here finally we do status equals 0, key press equals ucase in key. So whatever key you press, it's going to take the uppercase of it. And if key press equals capital C, then status equals 1. That means you hit C for cancel. If you hit anything else, it just calls it OK and whatever. Now we loop while key press equals nothing and chain compspec. So in other words, at this point, this program is done running, so it goes back to whatever program called it. In this case, it would be QBA28.BAS. So the original program. Now we end, and that's that. So, yes, again, all it is, it's a library that prints a message box in the middle of the screen. Here's where we just determine the length of the message, so we know what size or how wide to make the box. Here's where we select case opt. If it's case 1, then it's just the OK button. If it's case 2, 2 buttons, OK and cancel. Locate print message text. That's where we print the actual text of the message into the box. Then up here we locate 170, so up in the right corner we print QBA28.QLL, again to show you that this is what's running now, the QLL, and just basically it proves that the thing is going back and forth from basic to QLL, back and forth. Now we loop. Status equals 0, key press equals ucase in key, so whatever key you press, it takes the uppercase of that, and if key press happens to be capital C, then status is equal 1. Otherwise, it just stays 0. Loop while key press equals nothing, and then chain compspec. So all it's doing is at this point, it's printed the box, it's printed the text, and now it's waiting for you to press any key. If that key happens to be C, status equals 1, and that's sent back to the main program. The loop while key press equals nothing, then we drop down here, chain compspec. It goes back to the main program again. So that's all this does. It's pretty simple, really, when you look at it line by line. And yeah, all these spaces, the message length plus 4. I put plus 4 to have a couple spaces either side just to keep it centered in the center of the box, the little room, so it's not right up against the walls. But that's it. So the chain command is used to call another program. It could be a library like this, or a completely different QBasic program, .bas. In this case, I just named this QB28.QLL to indicate that that's two parts of the same program, more or less. Now, yeah, so we got common, compspec. These are the variables that we pass back and forth. Compspec, message text, opt, stage, and status. Message length, the length of the message text, and all that. We'll go back to the main program here. Open 28 dot base. Boom. Yep, there we go. Yep, here we go. Chain of QBasic Fools, copy left 2024 by Dr. Doodle. And again, the blurb here. So all we're doing is we start out first by do screen, where it just prints out all this text on screen, a red screen with yellow text. Then we go to the first message, Message text equals attention all planets of the Solar Federation. Option equals 1, meaning just the OK button, no cancel button, and we chain to QBA28 QLL. Second message, the message text changes to we have assumed control. Option is still 1. We call QBA28.QLL. Third message, go subscreen, message text. This is now format hard drive, all files will be lost. Now it's option 2 because we want 2 buttons. We got the OK and cancel buttons. We chain to QBA28.QLL. Then finally the fourth message, if you hit any key other than C, well then hard drive is wiped, you're screwed, loser. Otherwise, if it was C, then operation aborted, wise choice. So that's that. Again, the whole point of this is to demonstrate that you can use the chain command to run a second program from an original program. So maybe you have a program that, the calculator, like QBasic calculator we covered a few programs back. Maybe you're doing a spreadsheet and you want to use that calculator. Well, no problem. You can change to the calculator program, run it, cancel, come back here, and there you go. So this is not really the most efficient or effective use of the command, but it does show, we'll run this. There's the main base is running at this moment. Everything's cool, and then all of a sudden, after a few seconds, here comes this message box, which is generated by QBA28.QLL. This is the library file. We've sent the message text. We sent the option 1, and it's centered within this box here. We click any key here, spacebar, whatever. Now we're back to base, and QLL comes up again. We have assumed control. Okay. QBA base again, and format hard drive, all files will be lost, OK or cancel. So hit OK, boom. Hard drive wiped, you're screwed, loser. OK. Again, that's all it is. We're just demonstrating that you can use a chain command. And also, the chain command allows the common command. Common, it tells QBasic what variables you want, or literals. You can send literals as well, but it tells it what values you want to send from one program to the next or back. Again, chain has the advantage over run in that it can use the common command, whereas run allows you to start at, for example, we could start at case 1 or case 3 or case 4 just by specifying that in the run command. Actually, let's go to help. Index chain. As I said again, if you have any question about what I'm saying here, check the, chain file specs, transfer control from the current program to another basic program. And then you've got run, which is related, runs the current program, or, that's another thing, run can rerun the original program. The one you're running right now, it can restart it. And you can have specified program. You can include a line number or a file, which file you want to run. So it's similar to chain, except that it closes all files, clears the memory before you run the next program. So there you have it. These programs are handy. This is not the best demonstration or of the best use for chain or run, but we got one coming up that I think will demonstrate a little clearer why it's really that powerful. So that's about it for this code. Now we got to go to Supeeriors, and we got another great one. We'll do that, and then come back, wrap this pig up, and send you on your way. Hang on just a second. Supeeriors! All right, gang. Well, this time around, we are checking out a YouTube channel called VERITASIUM. As you can see here, the VERITASIUM is an element of truth. You know, this channel is amazing. It's hosted by a gentleman by the name of Derek Mueller, Dr. Derek Mueller, I should say. I believe he's from Australia, somewhere down there. Yeah, it's just, it's much like Smarter Every Day. You don't really go here looking for a specific thing, but everything you look at is just fascinating. The real reason why Amelia Earhart's plane crashed. The most important material ever made. On these questions, smarter people do worse. Figure that one out. It's just things you would never think of, and just amazing stuff. How do QR codes work? He built one himself to find out. He hacked Linus from Linux fame, and all this great stuff. When something strange happens when you follow Einstein's math. I watched a number of these. I don't know which one's offhand, but you'll never be bored here at VERITASIUM. It's just some of the most amazing things. And I watch it all the time. I like Verita. Here's the surprising genius of sewing machines. I watched this just the other day. It's pretty cool too. But I mean, he's got what hundreds. How many videos here? 418 videos. So there is plenty for everybody. Anything you're interested in, you will find it here at VERITASIUM. It's just an amazing page. Again, Dr. Derek Mueller. He okay, well, inside the Navy's indoor ocean, that's pretty crazy. But whatever topic he tackles, I mean, he's so in depth and clear. And I stumble over my words sometimes, but Derek, he can make things just clear as a bell. And what's impossible, are all snowflakes unique? This bike, most people don't know how bikes work. All kinds of great things, just amazing stuff. Clickbait is unreasonably effective. Well, we knew that. Oh, this one here, why scorpions glow in the dark. I watched this a while back. This is actually in Florida where we live, and thankfully nowhere near us. But okay, this one here, the physics prof bet me $10,000 that I'm wrong. Yeah, they actually created a machine, a wind-driven machine that goes faster than the wind that drives it. Figure that one out. It's pretty cool. That was an amazing one right there. But why does this happen? The surprising secret of synchronization. There's just amazing things on this page. Hundreds and hundreds of videos that you'll love every one of them. They're just such amazing stuff. And again, Derek Mueller, Dr. Derek Mueller, who is the host here, it's just, intelligence is just off the charts. And you got to check out VERITASIUM if you haven't heard of it already. He's got what, 16 million plus subscribers, so he's pretty well known channel. But if you haven't heard of VERITASIUM, go hear about VERITASIUM. You'll thank me, you'll thank yourself for going, and you'll thank Derek for all the hard work he's done. These videos are just incredible. So go ahead as soon as you can, check out VERITASIUM. You'll be educated, amazed, entertained, all of it. You need to check out VERITASIUM. All right, now back to the video, and we'll wrap this piglet up and get you on your way. Hang on one second. Well, there you have it, gang. That's about the long and short of it for this episode. Hope I didn't bore you too much, but I almost forgot to mention that for the next 4 or 5 minutes or so, it's still Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope you had a great day and stuffed the old tank with turkey bird. I know, I sure did. Before I let you go, I want to thank you once again for watching these crazy videos I put together. Yeah, download the code here. You'll see them in the links down below that thing there. Download that, mess with it. Tinker with it, pull it apart. The usual. Just check it out. Don't bother typing this crap. Before I go, I want to say thank you so much for those who have subscribed, who liked, who commented. Love all that stuff. But the other day I was looking at my analytics on YouTube, and I saw that was it like 14, 15 people actually shared videos of mine on. Now that doesn't sound impressive, but that thrilled me. Because that's what this is all about. I want to get this message out. So, thank you for your views, your likes, subs, all that stuff. But if you can share this stuff, I would really thank you so much. Because I want to get this message out there to as many people who can use it. And again, if you do have comments, questions, you want to bitch at me, hey, dumbass, what are you doing now? Just, send your comments. And other than that, I guess I'll leave you to it. Hope you've enjoyed this video and learned something. As far as the chain command, I've got a little better use for it coming up. I hope you'll dig it more than this. Hope you'll dig it more than this mess here. But until next time, that'll about do it. So, hasta la pizza, baby.